and welcome to your Reiki session. So we're going to do some energetic healing work here, and I'm just going to be scanning through, making sure that energetically everything is moving and working as it should. But generally, you seem to have a really strong aura. So even if you're experiencing maybe a lot of stress right now, it's not anything that you can't handle, because you have a really good support system energetically. So I'm going to start using a little of this oil. And then we're going to use some essential oils. You see Rick's calling out to me here. So how are you feeling today, just generally? Okay. Well, hopefully by the end of this session, you'll feel at least 10% better. That's the aim here. Okay. Let's crack open our essential oils. The first thing that jumps out at me is chamomile. Chamomile and rose. And then I might want to do a little bit of this peppermint in your upper chakras. Let's see. Oh, it's being funny. What is this, tea tree? Probably. I'm thinking chamomile. How does that sound to you? And rose, maybe? Okay. And then I really do think I want to do some of the peppermint, upper chakras, tea tree. That could be just my energy speaking, because I love tea tree. So yeah, for this session we'll do some chamomile and rose. And then I'm thinking that what we can do is we can maybe add some peppermint to our aura mist. Can add some with our kidney. We'll see how that sits. Okay. These really small ones are very handy. But generally I know that we've had a lot of sessions together, and you know, you have a really strong aura. You have a lot of energetic support for you. So, like I said, it's so amazing and fantastic just to know that we have these energies that are swirling all around us that are really supporting us. So maybe even if other aspects of our lives seem to have some strain, stress, or tension, just knowing that we can really handle that and kind of leaning into that natural support system that you have built in. Okay, so just a few drops of this chamomile. Chamomile has such a honey-like quality. It smells lovely. And I'm going to leave this out because I think I'm going to pop this into our aura mist. Because sometimes it's really just about kind of that trust, calming the tension. It's kind of like sometimes we have to engage in external things in order to help break through that tension, whether that's setting boundaries with your time, your energy, whether that's, you know, carving out space for yourself, whether that's doing some beautiful breath work. And sometimes it's an inside job where it's really just about kind of healing some of that inherent tension that you might have within you. So that's just helpful to recognize that you are safe, you are protected, you are here in this present moment, and everything is as it should be. Everything is as it should be. You've received this session when you're meant to. That smells so good. Like this rose honey. Let me make sure I'm putting the right cap on. That's delightful. Have you been having stress related to work or any stress related to home life, maybe finances? Everything is as it should be, all is well. Sometimes the pieces of the puzzle fall into place, and all we really have to do is observe. I think we live in a society where we're sort of always on the go, always trying to control every aspect and every element of our lives. And sometimes it's important to recognize that when we take our hands off the controls, life has a way of working itself out. So if you feel any pressure, if you're feeling like you're really having to control, kind of like you're sticking your feet in the ground and really trying to control a situation, trying to control an outcome, this is a reminder that you are in collaboration with the universe. So just opening you up to that, if that helps you to kind of release some tension, maybe release some expectations, and try to invite some lightness into this, because sometimes when we're in that state of constantly trying to control things, we become quite rigid, but we don't want to be rigid. If you're really rigid, then at the first wind you break. Instead, we want to be very pliable. We want to be fluid, like a healthy tree, and we can just bend in the breeze. We still have our roots solidly in the earth. We're still in that beautiful energy of self-knowledge and trust and our ability to stand up for ourselves and take up space. But we're also able to be flexible. We're able to see the light and the joy in life. Sometimes life can just feel really, really serious, and we just need to kind of polish it up. Polish up our energetic field. Let me just check something here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, beautiful. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you could hear me. Okay. Let's make you some aura mist. So we have water that is charged in the moonlight, the sunshine, usually cloud light. So it's got a lot of potent energy to it. And for this, we're going to just add a few drops of essential oil. Definitely that chamomile. That is just really calling to me right now. Let me use the dropper. So slow your breathing here and really give over to this present moment. Right here, right now, all is well. This is the work that you need to be doing. This is the work that matters here and now. I swear I have so many little bits of that blanket that I use. Great. I love just taking this time to hang out, chill. It's so nice to just be able to kind of take it a little bit slower, take our time preparing, getting ready. So I'm going to add a few drops of this peppermint, and I realized that this aura mist already has a little bit of that tea tree already in there. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this. I love peppermint oil. It's so nice. It's such a great one. I use it in cleaning a lot. We'll have to stir it. So there's a little bit of tea tree already in here. I think that just might be because the bottle itself seems to really hold on to that fragrance, that and eucalyptus. So we'll go ahead, and there's a few crystals in here, so we'll just shake this up. Let's take a little sniff. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Yeah, it's kind of like buttery peppermint. Really nice. So one thing just to bring your attention to call in, is just that sometimes if we let go, it feels like it's counter to our natural instincts of wanting to hold on and control. But actually, if we let go, sometimes we'll realize that there are options that we never even considered, that there are possibilities that were blocked from us because we were really clenching on so tightly to something that maybe wasn't even the best option. Maybe it wasn't even serving you, your highest self, the life you want. So it's a really beautiful thing to start to recognize that letting go isn't about loss. It's not about giving something up. It's not about failure. It's not about that losing something. What it's about is it's about saying yes to something new, even if that new is just potential or opportunities, even if there's, uncertainty there and you're not 100% sure about what course the future might hold for you. sometimes it's just really helpful to recognize that when we let go, even in our minds, even shifting our mindset to one of fluidity and openness, it can really change our experience and also the outcome. I'm rereading the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra, and that idea of pure potentiality, that idea that everything exists through our own perspective of it. And so once we are able to adopt a mindset that is in favor of the elements that really support a peaceful, beautiful, gentle, loving, gentle but powerful life, everything opens up to us. We become very magnetic. So if that's something that you're working towards, that you're working on, is maybe manifesting, maybe you're in the midst of a transformation in your life, what does that look and feel like for you? What is that shift really about for you? That's really important. That's really important. Very stormy day here. I don't know if you can hear. It just started raining and it hasn't stopped. My daffodils were so happy. They're shining brightly, and now a lot of them are face planting. My hands are getting a little oily, so let's get back on. I just want to really fill you up with this beautiful, calm energy. That chamomile is so calming, and yet at the same time, that chamomile paired with the peppermint, it has this clarity to it, this clarity of mind, clarity of heart, where we can really start to recognize that when we adopt this perspective of release and openness and flexibility and flow, we can actually start to see things more clearly. It's almost like taking a bird's eye view, where you're not so stuck in the weeds with things. You can kind of see more clearly. Okay. I'd say that's probably one of my greatest lessons from the past few years, is just the more we let go, the more we allow and release and allow, the more clarity you will gain. Whereas if you're constantly leaning in and trying to use your puzzle brain to solve everything, I'm a very puzzle brain person, the more there's a time and a place for that, obviously, that logical, analytical mind. But the more we can kind of unhook from the attachment to that, the attachment to those outcomes, the more we can be surprised by life, the more lightness we can begin to see. When we're seeing everything like it's a puzzle to be solved, that can lead to a lot of dissatisfaction, that can lead to a lot of feeling a little bit inadequate. Just gonna kind of move this aura mist in all the little nooks and cracks beneath. Attention, just so your whole aura, your entire energy body is just at peace. There are challenges in life, absolutely. This is not meant to minimize any of that, but instead it's to say, I want to reassure you that those who have come before have faced challenges, they've moved through it, doing the best that we can, and then releasing it is just a wonderful way to live. Because having balance between all of the different aspects of your life is what creates fulfillment and a rich, beautiful, thriving life. But you're doing enough. Maybe even you could do more things that bring you joy. Maybe you could tap into hidden wells of your own comfort and security and, I don't know, even pleasure and luxury, connecting with these aspects in a deep, whole, beautiful way, you know? Instead of in this instant gratification way, really connecting to pleasure in the sense of being really aware as you put your clothes on your skin in the morning, what they feel like. Choose comfortable fabrics, you know? Even right now, if you're, notice what clothes you're wearing. Notice how they feel on your skin. Take a moment here. How does this feel? How is this feeling? How does it feel on your arms? Is it too tight? Is it pinching? How does it feel here? How does it feel on your chest? How does it feel on your back? How does it feel on your stomach? On your sides? Your whole body needs your care and attention. So let's pay attention to that. How is your bottom? Your bottoms, are they too tight? Do they fit nicely? Are you wearing a dress? Are you wearing slacks? What are you wearing here? And how is it feeling? Does it feel really constricting? Is it cutting in any way? This is your opportunity. I'd say even take a minute here, pause, and go and change if you're able. Change into something that feels really comfortable. Maybe just for this week, do your best to say, this week I'm going to wear very sensory clothing, clothes that feel really good on your skin. I have this, actually, to kind of disrupt that, I have these really lovely, they're like yoga pants. Let me see if I can see that. They're like a green, sorry. They're like a green and, let me put this down. I have these pants on that are like a green and navy blue floral pattern. They are so comfortable. They're like yoga pants and they're just so comfortable because they have that I got them in France and they just have this they're kind of like a cotton blend, but very silky smooth. They are so but they feel luxurious, but also very comfy. Sorry to disrupt the illusion if you thought I was wearing a really flowy skirt. It's a little cold up here, so I just have these trousers on. But they're super comfortable. Elasticated waist. I just love them for doing some gentle yoga, meditating, kind of being around the house. It's just so nice. And they feel so good on my skin. I have this really fuzzy, fluffy sweater that I like to wear. It's not flattering at all, but it's just this really, really cozy, fluffy, fuzzy sweater. And I just love wearing those two together. It's so nice. And I have really fluffy, fuzzy socks on. Just really, really cozy and comforting. So I just really encourage you. That's a great way of connecting with that sense of pleasure without maybe overindulging, without, connecting to instant gratification. It's more about that sensing into, making it specific to you, tending to your wants, tending to your needs. Having a nice warm cup of tea. Oh my gosh, when you get that temperature of the tea just right, love it. It's so nice. Like a nice herbal cup of tea. I have a couple of apothecary videos over on my other channel, Our Cottage Garden, where I just talk about how to create an apothecary garden, how to use herbs, medicinal herbs in your daily life, how to sort of figure out what you need and kind of connect with that, and then grow plants that support you. But that's really what this is about, is what are the What are the ways in which I can tap into my wants, my preferences? That's a beautiful way of connecting with the Svadhisthana chakra, with that pleasure center, with that connection, really connected to the earthly plane, and seeing it as a kind of a fun thing. It's fun for me to play around with what I want. And what do I want? What do I want here? I do want to come through. There's like several things I want to do right now. I want to come through with our selenite wands. I love these. Aren't they beautiful? They just like glimmer. They're so pretty. I love that. Beautiful light of these selenite wands. So I'm going to use both of them. I'm going to come through and clear your aura here. Clear and cleanse. Clear and cleanse. These are like little energetic vacuums. So anything that's disrupting your calm, we're just removing that here very gently. And then it's just being transmuted by the light of these beautiful magical wands. Do you feel like you struggle when it comes to connecting with that kind of delayed gratification, or maybe struggle with too much instant gratification? I think that's something that is very, very common. Maybe I'll do a session about sort of delayed gratification and really healing in the sacral chakra. Would that sound good to you? I think it's time that I kind of come through and do all of our chakras again, because it's so easy just to kind of, I don't know, when you have sessions where you're just coming through and balancing all of the chakras individually, kind of makes it so you're able to really go through all of those sessions having a fully balanced and aligned energetic system afterwards. It's just like a nice way of doing. Maybe I'll do something like that. Just slowly come through. I have videos like that over the years. I have like 500 videos or something. So if you're looking for something like that, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Great. Can I see your palms? Just open them up. Okay, beautiful. And your other palm. Thank you. Good. Selenite is so fun. I feel like selenite, labradorite, spirit quartz, amethyst are some of the ones that a lot of people are drawn to right away because they're just so unique and interesting looking. And clear quartz, a lot of people want, especially those big clusters. I'm really interested in. There's some crystals and stones are so fun. It's just so neat what our earth is gifting us with. These usually live in the windowsills there. Let me put this in. That way I can put them under the windowsill all the time. Yeah, your energy system is feeling fantastic. So just trust that. Rely on it. Lean back to it. If you need to even, maybe just give it more. Give it more to work with. If you're like constantly trying to do everything yourself, just delegate some of that. You know what? Can you handle this? I'm going to release it. Can you handle this? Actually, I've got this. It's really kind of a thorn in my side. I'm going to pull that out and let you handle that with all the love in the world. But you're holding so much and you really don't need to. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. It's all working out in your favor. Really and truly, it's all working out in your favor. And you're doing a wonderful job. You've done such a good job. Now it's time for you to just take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love on yourself. Show yourself some of that love and support that you give other people, right? You're doing a great job. You're doing such a great job. You're such a wonderful contributor to this life. You're doing such a good job. All you have to do now is just be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Really let yourself enjoy this moment. Let yourself off the hook a little bit. Everything is working out. In our other sessions, we talk about, setting our intention and all of that, but that's not what this is about. This is really more about you just releasing and recognizing that it's not all yours to hold. You don't have to hold it all. You don't have to hold so much. Good. All right. I want to come through and ground some of this energy. Oops. Okay. So I have this beautiful piece of driftwood. I'm going to come through and just ground your energy. Moving through top to tail and grounding your energy. This is such a magical piece of driftwood. I love it. It's got a great sound. So deep breath in, and I'll come down here. Come down through your chakras. Sahasrara, Ajna, Vishuddha, Innate, Manipura, Svadhisthana, Muladhara, Muladhara. Let's do one more time. Sahasrara, Ajna, Vishuddha, Innate, Manipura, Svadhisthana, Muladhara, Muladhara. Very grounding. Very grounding. Helps us to center and ground. But there's still a very fluid water element. Because it's driftwood. It's that beautiful marriage of the elements. Sacred symbols here. All is well. Now why don't you hold this? in your palms like so, and you can hold it maybe just outside of your belly there. One hand there, perfect. You are divine. You are connected. You are expressive. You are loved. You are strong. You are creative. You are safe. You are safe. Thank you so much for joining me. Take really good care of yourself, okay? Take really good care of each other. And until we meet again, be so well. Be so well. See you again very soon. Namaste. Hello, my lovely, lovely patrons. This session is going to be all about just like sending love into the hands. Our palms are these like entry and access points for so many different energies to flow in. So doing Reiki hand massages I find really helpful. So soothing. So I'm just going to be sending this energy towards you. I love using things from nature to send healing energy. You know I love using things like driftwood, stones, all the earthly elements. I love using water as a healing element. Good. So sending that love towards you, and see if you can just maybe breathe it in. Fill yourself up with that gorgeous, loving energy. Imagine the aroma just swirling in and flowing all through your body. Which can be directed and channeled with laser-like precision to help you accomplish tasks and achieve objectives. Cool. This is going to be a really powerful time for you. 2 super empowering cards. You have this fiery energy, and you have like the earth and the roots and the ancestors. It's like star and earth and fire. Find as comfortable a position as you can. Maybe close your eyes. You could lie down, whatever feels right for you. And let's begin today with gratitude. Whatever position you find yourself in, bring to heart one thing for which you are grateful.